Hey, Mr. Retro back here again with an unboxing, but this time it's with Google Stadia. And you're probably, it's probably a little washed out there, but yes. So Stadia has just come out just a couple days ago, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. But before I do, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. And let's crack on with this. So, heard of this? Very excited. And honestly, the packaging is really, really well done. It's all shrink wrapped, but I do like just the plain white with the silver lettering. And I'll show you some close-ups of the lettering right here. And it's really, really clean, really, really nice. I've already heard all the horribleness about connectivity for a lot of people, and even getting their boxes, getting their product. It's one of those things where wasn't a great launch for Google, but I do think there's a little hope with this. I think that there could be some good use out of streaming video games. Do I think it's going to take over the console market? No, at least not now. Not while internet is wonky and streaming isn't as solid and reliable as what Google thinks it is. But nonetheless, I still think it's going to be an interesting product to at least try out. So I've got the shrink wrap up, and let's go ahead and pull this open. Now, right here, I have the Founders Edition. So I get the Midnight Blue controller, and just for the weight of it, feels pretty solid. Feels about the weight of feel similar to a Switch controller, Nintendo Switch controller. Feels very similar. Sticks, I like them. They're a little close in right here. They're a little close together. I feel like my thumbs are over a lot further than other controllers. Like with PlayStation, I can usually rest my thumbs right there on the nubs. In fact, I think I have a PlayStation controller. Yeah, let's do a little side by side. Very similar blue. This is a little more blue. This is a little darker. But you can even see, just like without me lining them up side by side, the sticks here, the thumbsticks heads are a little bit bigger. A little bit more spaced out. I'll do some side-by-sides of some other controllers, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and we'll do some side-by-side comparisons for that. But yeah, it feels solid. It's very smooth. You can kind of hear how smooth that plastic is. It's slightly textured on the back of the controller, which gives it a nice little grip. I do feel like, when your hands get a little sweaty, right here, right there on the side of the controller, right where the grip is, that's gonna get slippery. The D-pad, very clicky. I like that. I'm gonna roll it a little bit, showing the thumb roll right there. Looks pretty good. You can click in. Very smooth sticks. The XYAB buttons, XYAB, look pretty good. Feel pretty good too. Very clicky. I like the clicky. They feel solid. Like, this is a good product. Triggers, there's a lot of travel. Lots of travel. Let's bring back up that PlayStation controller and feel how the difference is with travel. About the same, but this is a little softer, I feel, in sound, and I don't know, the recoil is just a little much. Top bumpers, ooh, those are very clicky. Very, very clicky, and I like that. Very easy to press those. Uses USB Type-C for the charging and connecting to. Right now, they don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't have you can't use your phone with this, you have to plug it in, or on your computer, you have to plug it in, or something like that. So it's not just used for charging, it's also used for connecting it and using it while you're playing. The center buttons, these kind of proprietary buttons, I'm assuming ones like an options, a screenshot, a share, some other type of functionality with that. And we'll do that on a different video where we kind of take a deep dive into all the services and things that Google Stadia can do. And we'll do some gameplay because I'm really excited to check out all the craziness. I do want to get my own perspective on it. I have read and seen a lot of videos where people have kind of bashed this already, and I wasn't expecting amazing gameplay from this, but I'm expecting something. Something decent, at least. Something playable. I'm mostly a console gamer, so we will try this out on my TV with the Chromecast that is inside. So speaking of, we're going to set the controller down. Oh, also the Stadia button. Ooh, very clicky. I like that. And I do like, I really like this color, this midnight blue, almost black, but just enough blue to tell. And then that little accent of orange. I think that's great. That's a great color combination and a really, really good one. So let's go ahead and open up the rest of this. So inside, we are greeted with the cable, USB-A to Type-C. Pretty standard, and it's pretty solid feeling cable. And let's look here. Now, before we get to the Chromecast, this is the charge brick for the controller. Nice charge brick. It's very clean, very white, very much like the box, and it's like the cable. So they're going kind of like with this sterile, almost Apple-like appearance with their material. We have all the paperwork inside, and let's see, the Chromecast. I'm sure most people know what a Chromecast looks like, but this is the Chromecast Ultra that comes with it. So it's 4K, up to 4K that it can broadcast. And I've already kind of heard about the overheating aspects of this, so I'm hoping that there will be a fix soon, or you can get another one of these that works better, has ventilation or something that would keep it from overheating with a few hours of gameplay. It does have a little magnet on the back, which I think is really cool, but you can see the magnet right there. Yeah, you can see that magnet shining right there. But it just snaps on there, which is very neat, very neat. So we have that, and we also have the adapter, the charge adapter for this. So this would be a powered thing. What I find interesting is that this is a micro USB for their adapter, not Type-C. You would think that they would just Type-C everything at this point. They might eventually with this, if keep costs down. I guess that's why they would probably keep it micro. But even with the power brick, you get an Ethernet port, so you can just plug that right in, and you can use a wired, solid, steady connection. And I believe that is it for that. But I have one more thing for you guys, and it is another controller. So let me place this stuff off to the side. So I decided when I was going to order the Founders Edition of Google Stadia that I was going to get another controller, just in case, there was some local two-player stuff I could do. And in the back of my mind, the collector in me doesn't want this, the video game enthusiast in me doesn't want this to fail. But the collector in me doesn't mind if it fails, because I can get the controllers, and the controllers will be great collector's items. This midnight blue, great. They had a white controller option, a black controller option, and I was like, okay, those are nice. Might get those eventually. But then they had a different color, and I don't usually go for weird colors. I usually go with a black controller, or a silver, or but mostly black or blue. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something different because this is different, because this is a kind of different kind of experience. I went with the Wasabi green controller. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open, and we're gonna do a little side-by-side comparison between the two controllers. And I'm just kind of curious to see how the packaging is different between each controller. Because with the Founders Edition, you get not only the controller with the Chromecast, but with just this, it is just a controller. The box, similar, very plain, just has a controller on the front. It's not like a visible design where you can see the controller through it, so it's a nice hard cardboard. More color on this. Even the writing pops out a lot more. So the writing is a lot darker gray, not kind of glossy silver like the original packaging was, but it even gives you that orangish red Stadia color, kind of brush stroke-esque that they have. So let's go ahead and open this up, and that actually is really nice. So there's actually a lot going on with this controller. So this color is going to be kind of hard to pick up. Let me kind of move it over to maybe a darker part. I don't know, but we'll do some close-ups. But this controller looks like mint, like a very light mint green kind of. Oh, that was my computer going off. Awesome. A very light mint green kind of color to it, and oh man, it feels just the same. You know, nice clicky buttons. The very black accent, very dark black, pops a lot on this color. I really like this color. It is going to get dirty, just hand grime and food, you know, when you munch and play games. But yeah, you can even see they have a nice dark green. That'll come up better in close-ups. With that nice dark green accent on there. I wish they had a couple, like, give me that Stadia S on the Stadia button. It's just a green button with an S, but make that different green. That would have popped a lot better, I think. Still same charge port. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can use your own headphones through these. They have a nice little headphone jack on the bottom of each controller. But yeah, this has been really, really nice. This also comes with a USB-A to Type-C connector, but just so you know, when you get a separate controller, you don't get another charge brick. It'll only have the cord. So if you want the proprietary charge brick that they're using, you have to get the Founders Edition or whichever kind of bundle that you can get now with the Chromecast to get the charge brick for your controller. So that's actually really interesting. I kind of set up all my stuff on an array of different chargers and stuff. So this doesn't matter to me personally as much, but I could see that, you know, that not being offered is kind of a turnoff. Apple did that with a lot of their latest stuff, with a lot of their latest phones, and a lot of people were very turned off by that. So I can definitely see that being a big turnoff. But yeah, this has been like, I'm really excited to jump in and play this now. These controllers alone just have me kind of itching to really try them out and put them through their paces. I'll probably start on this, but this may become my main just because of how different it is. It's very unlike me, and I think I like that about it. Maybe my new color scheme for Stadia is just to use this kind of the wasabi or very light minty green, which is it looks like mint chocolate chip ice cream, to be honest, with the black buttons against this very light green backdrop. Looks super awesome. So thank you guys for watching. Now again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You can even hit that bell to make sure you're notified when I post videos. Also in the description below, I have social media handles at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.